All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Former NFL running back and college football Hall of Famer Reggie Bush has filed a defamation suit against the NCAA as he alleges that the organization falsely suggested in a statement 2 years ago that he received payment for playing college football at USC. Now, in 2010, the NCAA accused Bush of receiving improper payments while he played football at USC. This resulted in Bush having to forfeit his Heisman Trophy, while USC was placed on probation by the NCAA, which included a 2 year bowl ban, along with having to disassociate with Bush for 10 years. Bush's lawsuit alleges flaws in the NCAA's investigation. And you know what? He's 100% right. It's all about the hypocrisy of the NCAA. I'll tell you like this. Reggie, you go back and watch or think about Reggie Bush's time playing football at USC in the mid 2000s. He was must see TV. And with that said, how much did USC make off of Reggie Bush? You think about it. The LA Coliseum during that time was sold out each and every week. All around the country, people were wearing USC gear. And of course, Reggie Bush was front and center. And of course, you think about all of those number five Trojan jerseys that were being sold. And of course, no name on the back, this, that, and the third, but everybody knew who it was. And not just USC. How much money did the networks make? Because you go back to that stretch, USC was everybody's 3:30 game during that stretch, whether it was ABC, of course, when they would go on the road to take on Notre Dame. And of course, that is still one of the greatest college football games ever back in 2005 when USC defeated Notre Dame, just to name a few. You think about the Pac 10 as well. How much money did they make, being that USC was on national television each and every Saturday? Now, yes, the NCAA system in regards to investigating things is very flawed because they only employ a limited amount of people to investigate all of their member institutions. And I guarantee you, if Reggie Bush was getting money, he wasn't the only one. And this is a system that has gone on for decades, and it still goes on to this day. So I don't want to hear about it. If you're going to go out there and throw the book at one person or one institution, then you need to go out there and throw that book at darn near all of your institutions. Now, in the current day of collegiate athletics, the NILs are changing the game. And honestly, this is the result of people like Ed O'Bannon fighting the system. And I think Ed O'Bannon should have a statue, built for him at some point because, this was a guy who fought the system and made it better for the people after him. And of course, now what we're seeing right here, yes, Reggie Bush is ready to take on the NCAA, but to me, this is not just about Reggie Bush. It's also about vindication for people like Chris Porter, AJ Green, Chris Webber, and so many other student athletes who've gone through the ringer over the years due to the hypocrisy of the NCAA. These institutions make money hand over fist off of these kids. And if somebody goes out there and gets a suit, or somebody goes out there and gets $500 or $1,000, or they sell their game jersey or something like that, then all of a sudden they're suspended. The school distances themselves from said player. It is so doggone hypocritical when again these institutions have been making money for years off of the blood and sweat of what these youngsters do. Now, of course, one question is going to be, will Bush get his vindication? I hope so, but it's not a guarantee. And the reason why I'm going to say this, the NCAA is going to fight this tooth and nail. And the reason why is because if Reggie Bush wins, this is going to open Pandora's box, and rightfully so, because a lot of people have been hung out to dry over the years due to the hypocrisy of the NCAA. Another question is going to be, will Reggie Bush get his Heisman Trophy back? I think he should. The Heisman Trust, will they do the right thing? We have to wait and see. But let's remember, throughout all of this, Reggie Bush is still a college football Hall of Famer. So obviously, the College Football Hall of Fame did not have a problem with anything that Reggie Bush did during his collegiate career. And at the end of the day, neither should the Heisman Trust or neither should the NCAA. It would just be a matter of both of those institutions ponying up and saying, oops, my bad, and let's try to make this situation right. I'll tell you like this, I'm pulling for Reggie Bush. I hope that it works out for him, but it's going to be an uphill battle because the NCAA is going to do everything possible to try to not have this thing go in his favor. Again, Reggie Bush was must see TV when he played football at USC, and he was an exciting college football player. And you think about so many other student athletes over the years, uh, college football, college basketball, you name it, where these folks were made to look like villains for just doing something minuscule, if you will. And again, Reggie Bush, obviously, for him to file a lawsuit, there has to be something there. I'm pulling for him. Hopefully, he gets his day, and hopefully, he will get his moment in the sun. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take this time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There is also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. Now you can check it out. Drop a line and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin, and I am signing off. And I'm saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.